It was much larger and covered in strange markings. Lin Yan didn't understand them. He could tell it was much more powerful. It trembled gently. A rush of energy surged from the coffin into him. Lin Yan began absorbing it. This was the benefit of the seal's evolution. His aura spiked again. He broke through to the 4-star Grand Marshal realm, opening his eyes, his body trembling with joy. In a mere 10 days of tempering, head jumped from 2 to 4-star Grand Marshal. No one would believe that. Lin Yan was ecstatic. With the new fan technique, he would be equivalent to a 6-star Grand Marshal. Qian Qianxue quickly poured cold water on his excitement. Nice idea, but unrealistic. If the new fan technique could always raise your power by 2 levels, it wouldn't be so rare or valuable. They then turned their gazes northwest. After cultivating for so long, the inner earth might have appeared. Many will be heading in that direction. Lin Yan wouldn't give up on the inner earth. If he obtained it, he could refine a 7th grade pill. Qian Qianxue reminded him a powerful 8-star Grand Marshal from the Guiyuan sect is there, along with others. Even with his 5-star Grand Marshal level using the new fan technique, he was confident he could handle an 8-star Grand Marshal. Lin Yan recalled the life-death seal. He felt his power surge. The seal's evolution had given him tremendous benefits. He then asked Qian Qianxue how often can the seal evolve. Qian Qianxue replied maybe after you reach the Martial King realm. Lin Yan's lips twitched. The Martial King realm was still far away. Though he was confident in reaching it, he shouldn't be impatient. He calmed himself. Lin Yan took a deep breath, moving toward the northwest, disappearing swiftly. He arrived at his destination. Many people were gathered around the mountain, all staring at the summit. On top was a huge cauldron, crackling with lightning, exuding immense power. As Lin Yan looked at the cauldron, Qian Qianxue's voice echoed, "That is the top-ranked divine lightning cauldron." Lin Yan was ecstatic. "My luck is amazing. First, the top-ranked void black flame and now, the top-ranked cauldron." He noticed many people around, including the people from Ziyu Palace and Mad Blade sect. The Qian Academy and Yuan Yang sect were also there. Most importantly, the 3 elders from Guiyuan sect were also present. Lin Yan asked inwardly, "Are you sure there's only one 8-star Grand Marshal?" "Yes. The other 2 Guiyuan elders are searching for you in other parts of the Lightning Sea." Lin Yan licked his lips, a hint of determination in his eyes. Then, "He'll make a plan." After waiting, no one moved. Lin Yan focused on the base of the mountain. He noticed a subtle, large energy circle. It was a hidden array. They were all waiting for the array to open. On the left side of the mountain, a group of masked individuals stood. "Princess, we still haven't found Lin Yan." "Maybe he didn't come." The princess shook her head. "No. I believe he's here, just not where we expect." A subordinate reported. "Third elder, we searched, but didn't find him." "But he may be near the cauldron." The 3rd elder's eyes sharpened. "If he came, he'll be here. Don't relax, especially when I go for the cauldron. Keep a close watch." The subordinate bowed. "Understood, 3rd elder." The energy circle below the mountain slowly faded, vanishing completely. As the energy faded, everyone's eyes flashed with eagerness. They surged toward the peak like locusts, desperate to reach the cauldron. Lin Yan watched the rush, a faint smile on his lips. He'll obtain this cauldron. He then leaped forward, his body shooting out like an arrow. The clash of wind and lightning created deafening explosions. He heard cries, turning to see 2 figures being struck by lightning. Lin Yan sighed inwardly. They were truly insane for the divine cauldron, risking everything. He then turned his attention back to the mountain, racing towards the peak. Halfway up, he noticed fewer people. The lightning grew stronger higher up. People saw others die, realizing they were outmatched and retreated, abandoning their claim to the divine lightning cauldron. Lightning crashed around him, but Lin Yan dodged swiftly, reaching the peak. He scanned the crowd around the divine lightning cauldron, roughly 20 people. First, there was Guiyuan sect's 3rd elder, Lin Yun. Then, Qian Academy's disciple, the one from Yuan Yang sect. Then, Ziyu Palace's Lu Wan and Mad Blade sect's Li Xian. Finally, 2 masked women. Lin Yan observed them all, seeing the 3rd elder as the biggest threat. Qian Qianxue said you think he's the only 8-star Grand Marshal. Lin Yan was puzzled. She continued. One of the masked women is a 7-star Grand Marshal, the other an 8-star. Lin Yan was shocked, not expecting such a twist. Without Qian Qianxue, he wouldn't have noticed. While Lin Yan was observing, one of the masked women suddenly turned. Then she walked directly towards Lin Yan. Lin Yan tensed as she approached. The princess came to his side. "Lin Yan, do you want the divine cauldron?" As she finished, Lin Yan instinctively took a step back, sensing a hidden agenda. "How did you recognize me?" "I saw your hands during your fight with Xiao. I recognized it when you showed your hand." Her expression softened. "My name is Yi Lin. I want to cooperate. Well, help you against some people. You take the chance to steal the cauldron." What do you think? Lin Yan murmured her name. Why help me? Yilin wanted to help him, claiming his potential was the reason. Lin Yan was unconvinced. Yilin chuckled, not surprised at Lin Yan's skepticism. Let me rephrase. Do you have an advantage in this situation? She glanced over the crowd, particularly at Gue Yuan's third elder, Lin Yun. Just that old man alone would be enough for you to handle. We can deal with the old man, you just need to focus on the others and then steal the divine lightning cauldron. Yilin's words made Lin Yan hesitate. It was true, without a partner, he would face them all alone. Having Yilin as an ally was better. They could team up against the others. Even if there was a fight later, it was better than fighting everyone. Lin Yan agreed to the partnership. Yilin's eyes gleamed, and she offered her hand. Lin Yan nodded, shaking her hand. The touch sent a strange feeling through him, as if he'd known her for years. Just then, Qian Qianxue's voice echoed in Lin Yan's mind, sounding shocked. She's special. Lin Yan was confused. What do you mean? Qian Qianxue replied, I'm not sure, but I sense she may possess one of the 10 ancient divine souls. Lin Yan was stunned hearing the words 10 ancient divine souls. Qian Qianxue continued, the 10 ancient divine souls have been fighting since ancient times. Some are friends, some are enemies. If you felt something special about her, it means your souls were related in ancient times, otherwise they are enemies. If I feel something, does she too? Does she know I possess an ancient divine soul? Perhaps she doesn't know hers is one of them. Few in this great Wind dynasty have knowledge of the 10 ancient divine souls. That's true. If I hadn't met you, I wouldn't know my life-death coffin was one of them. Yilin looked at Lin Yan, blushing slightly, noticing he was still holding her hand. Lin Yan, embarrassed, quickly let go. Sorry, I was just thinking about the fight. Yilin waved it off. It's simple. Hong Yu will deal with the old man from Gue Yuan. He'll take Ziyu Palace, Mad Blade Sect, and Chiyu. You have a grudge with Shi Yan Academy and Yuan Yang Sect, so take them. You should be able to handle them. Lin Yan was surprised. Ziyu Palace, Mad Blade Sect, and Chiyu. That's a lot. Yilin chuckled, assuring him she could manage. But, try not to hurt Lu Wan and Li Xian. I have some connections with them, and they aren't a big threat. Lin Yan lifted the hood, revealing his face, a fierce glint in his eyes. Lin Yan was shocked, recognizing Lin Yan beneath the black robes. His eyes filled with rage. Shirshio's death was a humiliation, and they'd wasted resources hunting Lin Yan. Lin Yan smirked. Shirshio tried to steal from me, he deserves to die. Like you, if you try to kill me and fail, it will be your own fault. Lin Yan laughed. Kid, I've never seen someone as arrogant as you. You'll pay a heavy price for angering Gue Yuan sect. Lin Yan made a face. You've never met an arrogant person. You're really ignorant. Yilin giggled beside him, finding his remarks amusing. Lin Yan was furious, his anger erupting, his aura exploding. He stomped the ground, creating cracks, and then charged forward. His hand formed a sharp blade of energy, its surface reflecting a cold light. It shot towards Lin Yan. Before Lin Yan could react, Hong Yu scoffed. He flicked his wrist, a powerful palm strike erupting. It collided with the energy blade, causing a violent explosion. The shockwave shattered the ground, but the attack dissipated instantly. Lin Yan scowled at Hong Yu. Who are you, and why are you interfering? Hong Yu dismissed him. You don't deserve to know. Lin Yun, enraged, pointed at Lin Yan. He killed our young master. We will not let this go. If you help him, you are against Gue Yuan sect. Yilin chuckled. Is Gue Yuan sect that great? You're threatening the wrong people. Lin Yun's face darkened. He didn't expect them to disregard Gue Yuan sect. Yilin declared, we want this divine cauldron. Step aside, or get crushed. Lin Yan was mesmerized by Yilin's commanding aura. Lin Yan sneered. Did you all hear? They want the cauldron. Are we going to let them take it? Lin Yun's words stirred the crowd, all eyeing Lin Yan and his allies with suspicion. Lu Wan and Li Xian remained silent. They stood calmly on the side. As the crowd surged, Yilin whispered, be careful. Lin Yan was surprised to hear the title princess. In the Great Wind dynasty, only royalty had that title. He felt uneasy at the title, realizing Yilin might be a member of the royal family. Yilin turned to Lin Yan. Let's go with the plan. Lin Yan summoned the puppet, giving Yilin an edge. Yilin accepted, nodding. She released a powerful, 7-star grand martial aura. It was clear she was indeed at that level. Lin Yan glanced at Lu Wan and Li Xian, pleased that they stayed out of it. He turned his attention back to the aggressive Zhang Rui and Hou Wenyao. Zhang Rui and Hou Wenyao stared at Lin Yan, and he smirked. Are you two ready to die? Zhang Rui laughed. Well, see who dies. Hou Wenyao agreed. Enough talk, let's take him down. Lin Yan chuckled, his 4-star grand martial aura exploding. Zhang Rui and Hou Wenyao were shocked. Lin Yan grasped his sky tiger spear, ready to end this quickly. They knew there was no turning back. Despite Lin Yan's strength, They were both 6-star Grand Marshal, and confident they could win. Hou Wenyao channeled his power into his hands, unleashing a powerful strike. Zhang Rui formed hand seals, creating a yin-yang seal that flew towards Lin Yan. Lin Yan scoffed. He had killed a 5-star Grand Marshal at 1 star. Now, at 4-star, they were nothing. You're pathetic, Lin Yan smirked, pouring power into the Sky Tiger Spear. The spear burst with light, and Lin Yan roared. Hundreds of spear images appeared, then shot forward in unison. The spear images clashed with the yin-yang seal and flames, creating massive explosions. Zhang Rui and Hou Wenyao were blasted away, crashing to the ground. Lin Yun, fighting Hongyu, watched the fight, shocked by Lin Yan's strength. He realized why the princess had chosen him. Yilin watched with a smile. She knew Lin Yan was capable and he did not let her down. Lin Yan ignored the others, looking down at the two on the ground. Any last words? Hou Wenyao, despite his pain, threatened, "You'll be hunted by Qian Academy and Yuanyang sect." Lin Yan smiled, amused. They acted as if he would be spared if he didn't kill them. Zhang Rui spat out blood. Lin Yan. Your family's lives are in our hands. Lin Yan's rage erupted. What did you say? Lin Yan's rage was palpable after hearing about his family. Zhang Rui was delighted, thinking he had Lin Yan's weakness. He laughed scared. Beg me. Without hesitation, Lin Yan stabbed the Sky Tiger Spear into Zhang Rui's thigh. Zhang Rui cried out in pain, his face contorted. Lin Yan pulled out the spear, then stabbed his other thigh. Zhang Rui's mouth was full of blood, unable to make a sound. He was in unbearable pain. If you can't speak, you're worthless. Lin Yan pulled the spear from his leg. Without delay, he stabbed Zhang Rui in the heart, ending his life. Lin Yan turned to Hou Wenyao. You have a chance to speak. Answer me honestly, or you'll suffer more. Hou Wenyao trembled. Ask. He'll tell the truth. He was terrified of Lin Yan. Where are my family? Lin Yan demanded. Hou Wenyao replied, Qian Academy. They're all at Qian Academy, ordered by Lu Yuan. Are they safe? Hou Wenyao, eyes wide, said they're safe, because Lu Yuan wants you to watch them die one by one. Lin Yan clenched the Sky Tiger Spear, his hatred for Lu Yuan intensifying. Hou Wenyao added, your sister, Lin Shuer, isn't at Qian Academy. Only your father might know where she is. I'm telling the truth. Before he could finish, Lin Yan slashed the Sky Tiger Spear, cutting Hou Wenyao's throat, silencing him forever. Lin Yan calmed himself, wondering where is Shuer. Qian Qianxue's voice comforted him. Don't worry, Shuer has the celestial yang body and is smart. She can survive. She might be picked by some power. Now, focus on what you need to do and see your father to find out. Lin Yan nodded, focusing on Zhang Rui and Hou Wenyao. He used his power to retrieve their Qinkuan belts, storing them away. It was time for Lin Yan to claim the Divine Lightning Cauldron. But just as he moved, a furious voice interrupted. Lin Yan. The Divine Cauldron isn't something you can have. The voice drew everyone's attention. Two figures charged to the mountaintop. Recognizing them, many gasped. Lin Yan cried out joyfully, Elders, you're finally here. Lin Yan was surprised that the first and second elders of Gui Yuan sect would appear at this moment. As the voices faded, everyone stopped to stare at the figures charging to the top of the mountain. It was Lin Yun's senior brothers, Lin Mo and Lin Fan, the first and second elders of Gui Yuan sect. Li Xian frowned. Now Lin Yan is in trouble. With those two and Lin Yun, all three elders of Gui Yuan sect are here. Lu Wan said helplessly, there's nothing we can do. We can only hope Lin Yan can handle this. We can't offer any help. Lin Mo's cold eyes locked onto Lin Yan. Lin Yan, you killed our young master. We will never forget this. Surrender now, you'll have a quick death. Otherwise you will suffer. Lin Yan sneered, can't win, so you want to threaten me now. Lin Mo was furious but noticed Yi Lin. Who are you? Yi Lin answered dismissively, you don't deserve to know. Lin Mo's hands clenched, his face turning blue. Lin Yun said coldly, elders, these two women are helping Lin Yan. They're why I didn't get him. Lin Mo's murderous intent surged. If you're helping Lin Yan, you will be captured and face severe consequences. Yi Lin moved in front of Lin Yan. Can you handle him? Lin Yan nodded confidently, just an old dog. I can do it. Then you deal with Lin Yun. Hong Yu and I will handle Lin Mo and Lin Fan. The arrangement was made in a matter of seconds. They had a clear idea of what was to come. Lin Yan manipulated his puppet to provide support. They released their power and charged the Gui Yuan sect elders. Lin Yan wondered, was Yi Lin stronger than Hong Yu? Lin Yan charged, kid. Who's going to save you now? Lin Yan smirked. He channeled his spiritual energy using the new fan technique. Sensing Lin Yan's sudden surge of power, Lin Yun frowned. A temporary power-up. You can't fool me. Lin Yun moved like lightning, his right hand gathering a huge amount of spiritual energy, striking like a sea wave towards Lin Yan. Lin Yan became solemn, he would not take his attack hidden. Lin Yan roared, unleashing a tornado of energy from his body. The tornado clashed against Lin Yun's attack. The tornado was quickly destroyed. Lin Yun's attack continued toward him. Lin Yan quickly pulled out Sky Tiger Spear and used the spear to redirect the last of Lin Yun's attack. Lin Yan's eyes flashed as he thrust his spear. Hundreds of spear images appeared, and shot forward, towards Lin Yun. Lin Yun sneered a puny spear technique. Lin Yun's fist glowed with golden light, laced with strange runes. He was ready to fight Lin Yan's spear with his fists. The spear images collided with Lin Yun's fist. The sound of metal clashing was everywhere. The images quickly started to fall apart. The battle was on. The Sky Tiger Spear struck the center of Lin Yun's fist, causing a muffled sound. A powerful force surged through the spear. Lin Yan was shocked by the power of the old dog's technique. The force kept coming. Pushing Lin Yan back, he slid across the ground, his feet leaving deep trenches. Lin Yun laughed. Kid, that's all you've got. Lin Yan stabilized, shaking his numb arm. The old dog was strong, but he would not lose. Lin Yan's spiritual energy erupted, forming the white flame bird formation in front of him. The bird screeched, its wings flapped, and it flew towards Lin Yun at lightning speed. Lin Yun was surprised. He's a formation master. He must be killed before he becomes too strong. His fist went straight towards the white flame bird. The collision created a huge explosion, and the bird shattered into flame fragments. Lin Yan did not give up. He quickly channeled his spiritual energy, forming the blood sea formation. The blood-colored sea surged as if a real sea was in front of him. Lin Yun was surprised. A third-level formation. The formation was indeed third level. But, he doesn't have the soul force of a third-level pill refiner, so he can't fully use it, Lin Yun thought. Lin Yan finished the formation, his hands pushed, and the blood-colored sea washed over Lin Yun. It was as if it would devour him. The air around them shattered from the pressure. The blood sea washed over Lin Yun, colliding with his fist, and the sea surged. It wrapped itself around his fist like a beast opening its jaws. Lin Yun's fist had been weakened through their battle, its golden light dimming as the blood sea absorbed it. A sharp pain pulsed through his fist. Lin Yun growled, and his other fist crashed against the blood sea. Lin Yun's fist hit the blood sea, and it scattered in an instant. Lin Yun was now furious. I won't believe you have any other tricks. Lin Yan sneered. You're about to be surprised. My tricks are endless. Lin Yan opened his hands. 2 balls of pitch-black flame appeared, raising the temperature around them. Lin Yun was shocked. Earth fire. Lin Yun never expected such an ancient flame would be in the hands of such a young man. He was not the only one surprised. Lu Wan and Li Xian were astonished. Li Xian was trembling, while Lu Wan murmured, Earth fire, and it's the top-ranked void black flame. Yi Lin smiled. The more exceptional Lin Yan was, the more her judgment was validated. Lin Mo and Lin Fan were equally shocked and furious. Lin Yun. You must capture that brat, no matter the cost. Lin Yun's eyes were bloodshot. Elders, don't worry. Since he has such treasures, I will die trying to stop him. Lin Yun grabbed his halberd. He poured power into the weapon. It vibrated, releasing an aggressive aura, enhancing Lin Yun's presence. Lin Yan eyed the halberd, recognizing it as a low-grade Earth-rank spiritual weapon, far more powerful than a high-grade human rank. No wonder Lin Yun had been so confident before. Old man, they'll take that Earth-rank weapon. Lin Yan sneered and charged Lin Yun. He swung his hand, the 2 black flames merged into a hotter, more destructive fire, and slammed into Lin Yun. Lin Yun didn't dare to underestimate the void black flame. He quickly manipulated the halberd, unleashing several sharp blades of energy. The flames clashed with the blades, which began to dissipate rapidly under the intense heat, as if they were merely fuel for the flames. The void black flame continued to overpower the energy blades. The heat made them disappear almost instantly. Lin Yun's expression changed. The power was greater than he had expected and broke through too quickly. Lin Yun roared, pouring more spiritual energy into the halberd. He swung the weapon again. More energy blades appeared, quickly coalescing into a ferocious lion. The energy lion roared and charged towards the void black flame. The lion and flame collided, causing a huge explosion, sending a shockwave through the area. Lin Yan moved his mind. The void black flame split into a web of fire, or rather, a powerful net made of eyes of fire. Lin Yan's eyes glowed. The flame net engulfed the lion. The net contracted, the pressure increasing. With a loud bang, the lion disappeared. Lin Yun was shocked. Even his Earth-rank weapon and attack had been easily broken by Lin Yan's void black flame. Lin Yan's eyes glinted, then shifted his mind again. The void black flame reformed into a web, engulfing Lin Yun. Lin Yun panicked. He channeled all his spiritual energy into the halberd, hoping to break the flame net. He struck the web, creating a loud explosion. The flames spread onto him. He screamed in agony. The void black flame was too powerful even for an 8-star Grand Marshal. Within moments, his aura faded as the flames burnt him to ashes. Lin Yan used his mind to retrieve the void black flame. Lin Yun's body burned and fell to the ground. He quickly collected Lin Yun's Qian belt, then used the life-death seal to absorb Lin Yun's soul. An 8-star Grand Marshal soul was incredibly beneficial for him. Lin Yan glanced at the fallen halberd, thinking to himself, an Earth-rank weapon, perfect. My Sky Tiger spear is outdated. Lin Yan grabbed the halberd, putting it in his Qian belt. Lin Fan, seeing Lin Yun's corpse, erupted in fury. His face became twisted with anger. He roared, "You dare kill Lin Yun." But Lin Yan was not affected by the anger of his foes. Lin Yan would show no mercy to those who dared harm him. Lin Yan smirked, looking at the divine lightning cauldron. He rushed towards the divine lightning cauldron. Lin Fan cursed, trying to stop him. "Not while I'm here." Hong Yu intercepted, not giving Lin Fan a chance to advance. He could only hold back his anger and continue fighting. Meanwhile, Yi Lin stood before Lin Mo. "Who are you people?" Lin Mo demanded. Yi Lin said, "Your questions are pointless. Even if your sect master asked, I wouldn't tell him." Lin Yan reached the divine lightning cauldron. Powerful bolts of lightning crackled, creating loud booming noises. Lin Yan was shocked. The power was immense. As his hand touched it, a surge of lightning shot through his arm. Lin Yan activated the life-death seal, absorbing the lightning. He then stored the divine lightning cauldron into his Qian belt. Lin Yan's expression turned into a smile. Now, with the void black flame and divine lightning cauldron, if his soul force reached the level of a 7th grade pill refiner, he could refine 7th grade pills. Yi Lin was happy to see he had obtained the cauldron. She looked at him and Hong Yu, "Let's go." Hong Yu attacked Lin Fan to force him back, and then retreated. Lin Yan quickly followed. They could kill Lin Mo and Lin Fan, but Lin Yan's new fan technique had a time limit. Plus, Lin Mo and Lin Fan were strong, especially Lin Mo. He was a 9-star Grand Marshal. If they fought back with everything they had, it could be dangerous. Plus, with Lin Yun dead, the Gue Yuan sect would respond. If their sect master came, it would be hard to escape. He was already a martial king. Even with everything they had, they would not be able to defeat him. Seeing them retreat, Lin Fan roared and chased after them. Before Lin Fan could get far, Lin Mo stopped him. Lin Mo said he killed our young master and Lin Yun, and he took the divine lightning cauldron. We cannot let him escape. Lin Mo said, "I know, did you not see their strength? Those two girls were holding us back and Lin Yun is dead. Lin Yan can attack us without us being able to retaliate. Are you trying to get yourself killed?" Lin Fan calmed down, realizing Lin Mo was right. "So what do we do now?" Lin Mo simply said one word, "Wait." He took out a red talisman from his Qian belt. The talisman had 2 small black dots on it. "Is that a sensing talisman?" Lin Fan asked. Lin Mo nodded. "The sect master gave it to me. He knows Lin Yun's soul tablet is shattered, and he's on his way. We need to wait for the sect master. We can track them down easily with his abilities," Lin Mo said. At the base of the mountain, Lin Yan and his group descended. The people below turned their heads, their eyes filled with greed, ready to grab Lin Yan's treasures. Some began to attack, their minds consumed by greed. Lin Yan coldly gazed at the approaching crowd. A sinister look appeared on his face. He moved his hand. A massive tornado appeared in front of him, and then it charged at the crowd. Sensing the tornado's power, the crowd paled. They turned to flee, but the tornado was too fast, engulfing them. They let out horrifying cries. Then, their auras were completely gone. The others gasped, horrified. They never thought that Lin Yan would be so strong. They instantly gave up any idea of attacking him. Some felt relieved that they did not charge, or they would have been turned into a bloody mess. Lin Yan glanced at the dead crowd, then continued towards Yi Lin and Hong Yu. Yi Lin and Hong Yu quickly rejoined her royal guards. "You will return to the imperial city. Do not stop until you arrive." After the royal family left, Yi Lin turned to Lin Yan. "The death of the 3 elders will attract the Gue Yuan sect master. He'll come to attack us. We must move quickly." Lin Yan agreed without any objection. After leaving the area, they traveled through a mountain range. Lin Yan suddenly stopped, his face slightly pale. Yi Lin and Hong Yu stopped as well, looking at Lin Yan. Yi Lin asked, "Are you hurt?" Lin Yan coughed, his face paling. Yi Lin and Hong Yu frowned. The new fan technique could not be maintained for much longer. He was already pushing his body to the limit. Yi Lin looked around, then pointed to a nearby cave. "Let's rest there, and you can recover your injuries." Lin Yan entered the cave and cleared the dust on the floor, then sat down. He used his soul force to create a gathering array, told Yi Lin and Hong Yu, and closed his eyes to meditate. Time was of the essence. They couldn't afford to waste any of it. Yi Lin sensed the surrounding spiritual energy rushing towards Lin Yan. She was shocked at the level of the formation. Hong Yu said, "Princess, why don't you rest? I can keep watch." Lin shook her head. Those who will chase, and those who won't. Let's focus on restoring ourselves. You used a lot of energy too. At the edge of the lightning sea, above the mountain where the divine lightning cauldron had been, a figure flew through the sky. It was a middle-aged man in a gray robe. His eyes were sunken, and his gaze was chilling. When he looked at you, it felt like a venomous snake was watching you. This unimpressive-looking man was Shi Qian, the sect master of Guiyuan sect, one of the 7 major powers of the Great Wind Dynasty. On the ground, Lin Mo and Lin Fan bowed when they saw Shi Qian. Shi Zhenqian's eye swept over them, then over the charred corpse on the ground. He descended, his aura growing. Lin Yun was killed by fire. Sect master, he was killed by the void black flame, the top-ranked earth fire. Lin Mo explained. Void black flame. Shi Zhenqian asked, his tone growing dangerous. Who controlled the void black flame? Lin Mo trembled. Lin Yan. Shi Zhenqian exploded, his aura surging. That little bastard. He killed my son, and now Lin Yun. Shi Zhenqian was filled with uncontrollable rage. Seeing his rage, Lin Mo and Lin Fan trembled. They dared not speak, or they would likely be struck down. Shi Zhenqian took a deep breath and calmed down. Even with the void black flame, you were 3 against 1. Was he really that powerful that the 3 of you couldn't handle him? They quickly explained. Sect master, Lin Yan is not alone. He has 2 helpers that held us back. Lin Yan killed Lin Yun, but he could not have killed us. Shi Zhenqian became angrier, and 8 and 7-star Grand Marshal held you back. You are useless. He commanded. Take Lin Yun's body back. Shi Zhenqian took off, flying quickly towards Lin Yan. Once he had left, Lin Mo and Lin Fan sighed in relief. They took Lin Yun's body and headed back to the Guiyuan sect. In the cave, Lin Yan, Lin, and Hong Yu meditated. Spiritual energy poured towards them as they recovered. This had continued for about 2 hours. Then, Lin Yan released his gathering array and slowly opened his eyes. He had recovered. As he stopped, Lin and Hong Yu opened their eyes too. Lin asked, "Are you okay now?" Lin Yan nodded, "I've mostly recovered." They stood up to leave. But Lin stopped them. "Hong Yu, go check ahead. Lin Yan and I have something to discuss." Hong Yu nodded and took off. Lin Yan turned to Lin, curious. Lin said, "I want to know why you absorbed Shi Xiu and Lin Yun's souls." Lin Yan was shocked. He hadn't expected her to discover that. Not even the 9-star Grand Marshal Lin Mo noticed it. Qian Qianxue said, "She has another ancient divine soul, she can sense it." "Don't panic, she won't reveal it." Lin Yan relaxed. He looked at Lin. "Everyone has secrets, princess. You don't have to know all of mine." Lin was surprised by his answer. She smiled, "I know. I just wanted to remind you, some methods can help you improve, but don't harm your foundations, or something serious might happen." Lin Yan nodded. She was simply warning him. Lin Yan looked at Lin. "Princess, you're returning to the Imperial City, right? Let's part ways up ahead before Guiyuan sect catches up." Lin frowned. "Aren't you going to Qian Academy? It's near the Imperial City, why not come with us?" "I will go to Qian Academy and the Imperial City, but before I do, I have to go back to Qingyang City. I need to find my sister." "I see, but..." Before Lin could finish, they sensed a powerful aura approaching. Hong Yu returned. "Princess, it's the Guiyuan sect master, Shi Zhenqian." Lin took a deep breath and looked at Lin Yan. "If you see a chance, run. Hong Yu and I will do our best to hold him back." Lin Yan looked at her, shocked. Lin smiled. "If I reveal my identity, he won't dare to attack us. Or my father will destroy the Guiyuan sect." Lin Yan then remembered Lin's identity. A powerful voice echoed, "Lin Yan." Shi Zhenqian appeared, floating above the area. "Lin Yan, you killed my son and Lin Yun. Even if you run to the ends of the earth, I will hunt you down and rip you to pieces." Lin Yan looked up. Shi Zhenqian's aura was immense, even without any pressure. Shi Xiu wanted to kill me, Lin Yun wanted to kill me. Was I supposed to let them? They died because they were weaker. Shi Zhenqian's fury erupted. "So, you think you're stronger? You are only a 4-star Grand Marshal, no matter what tricks you have, you're just an ant." He looked at Lin and Hong Yu. "You dare help Lin Yan? He'll capture you, and then he'll deal with you." Shi Zhenqian's aura created a violent storm, tearing through the air. Shi Zhenqian sneered, and swung his hand. A massive glowing hand appeared, and slammed down at them. Lin Yan said solemnly, "Get ready." His spiritual energy started to spin in the new fan technique. Lin and Hong Yu reacted. Hong Yu's red sword glowed with power. Lin murmured an incantation, her energy surged, illusions danced around her. Lin Yan's eyebrows furrowed, she had even mastered a low-grade earth-rank martial skill. The 3 of them attacked. The 2 void black flames merged into a massive net of fire, and attacked the giant hand. Hongya's sword attack was easily destroyed by the hand. Yilin's illusionary figures were shattered as well. The hand continued to fall. They didn't have any time to react. It crushed them into the ground. Their bodies shook, and they coughed out blood. They flew backwards before slamming into the ground meters away. Lin Yan looked up at Shi Zhentian in the sky, his anger reaching its peak. Qian Qianxue, do we have to attack him now? Or will I get captured by that old dog? Not yet, Qian Qianxue said. The young girl has other methods. Lin Yan looked to Yilin, and saw her taking out a dark talisman. It had dark red patterns on both sides. Seeing the talisman, Shi Zhentian's eyebrows furrowed. Shuntian sees the talisman in Yili's hand, his brow slightly furrowed. Although he doesn't sense any powerful energy from it, it emits a dangerous aura. Yili shouts to Lin Yan, go now. Her eyes lock on the talisman. Spiritual energy surges into it. Dark light erupts as Yili's energy floods the talisman. The lines seem to detach, swirling around it, followed by an immense power. Lin Yan is shocked by the power surging from the talisman. Such terrifying strength was hidden within. Qian Qianxue explains that it's the power of the wind, activated by spirit energy. It took a long time to create. Probably, his father gave it to him. Lin Yan nods. Yili is a princess. This royal treasure is normal. The talisman's power is unleashed. Yili urges Lin Yan, he won't harm us, but you must leave. We'll meet in Huang City. Okay, be safe, Lin Yan replies, nodding and turning to leave. Shuntian, seeing Lin Yan's escape, waves his hand with a sinister look. A powerful gust of wind blasts toward Lin Yan. But Yili counters, unleashing the talisman's power. The talisman's energy quickly blocks the wind and continues toward Shuntian, carrying Yizhan's aura. Shuntian's face slightly changes as he senses a familiar aura in the oncoming power. He doesn't have time to think. He summons a giant rock made of spirit energy to smash into the talisman's power. The collision of the talisman and the rock creates a huge explosion, shaking the very heavens and earth. The ground shatters, nearby mountains tremble. The immense power dissipates into nothing. Who are you to Yizhan? Shuntian asks, staring intently at Yili. Yili looks toward the direction Lin Yan left, making sure he got away safely. Then she faces Shuntian. Yizhan is my father. Shuntian realizes, so you are the princess. Shuntian bows, forgive my offense, Princess Yili. I was unaware of the situation. Yili is a royal princess, daughter of Yizhan. All forces are under the royal family in the Great Wind Dynasty. Shuntian says, Princess, I must leave. Here are 2 6th-grade pills for your recovery. He tosses jade bottles towards them, then disappears in a burst of speed chasing Lin Yan. Hongyu looks to the side, wondering if Lin Yan escaped. Yili trusts in Lin Yan, a man of great fortune. He will be fine. A figure flies swiftly through the mountains. It's Lin Yan, escaping at top speed. He thinks, based on that old dog's aura, he will advance to a 2-star martial king soon. It will take a long time to defeat him. Qian Qianxue scoffs. You are not strong enough to beat him. I'll help in a pinch. Lin Yan is relieved. With Qian Qianxue, there shouldn't be any problem. He asks Qian Qianxue what level is his cultivation. Qian Qianxue said not yet at the king realm. Lin Yan is surprised, not yet. You haven't found anything to restore my soul. My cultivation won't improve. Lin Yan is speechless, but says they'll find something outside the Great Wind Dynasty. Little pest. You can't escape. Shuntian's voice comes from behind, his killing intent palpable. Lin Yan stops, turns to face Shuntian, and smirks. Old dog, who said I was going to run? Why so confident? Shuntian lands, no longer in a rush. He is sure Lin Yan can't escape. You think your tricks work on me? Lin Yan smiles, I've got a surprise. Shuntian hesitates, a flicker of doubt in his eyes. Is there something else? Shuntian is a 1-star martial king. Lin Yan is a 4-star martial master. There are 7 ranks. It's impossible. He unleashes spirit energy, forming a blue net. The blue net flies to trap Lin Yan. Lin Yan's eyes become serious. Qian Qianxue, help! Qian Qianxue takes control, his immense power surging into Lin Yan. A powerful aura explodes from him. Shuntian's old face is one of shock. 2-star martial king. Under Qian Qianxue's control, Lin Yan lifts his head. A flicker of disdain in his eyes, he unleashes black light. The blue net shatters the moment it touches the dark light. Shuntian sees it's not Lin Yan's power. He senses that it is from the soul inside Lin Yan's body. So you're hiding a soul. Your strength is your past life. You can't beat me. Shuntian's body glows, gray light swirling around him. It spreads to the sky quickly, engulfing the sky in a gray hue. Qian Qianxue screams, gray light coalesces. It becomes a gray blade over 10 meters long, with a piercing wind aura. Fallen leaves, Qian Qianxue's voice echoes in Lin Yan's mind. Qian Qianxue manipulates Lin Yan, black spirit energy bursts out, turning into black leaves with terrifying aura. Lin Yan waves his hand. The black leaves fly, leaving visible marks in the air, like tearing space. They crash into the gray blade. A huge explosion echoes. Energy ripples expand, engulfing the area. The gray blade cracks, then shatters. The relentless assault of the black leaves shatters the gray blade. The gray blade becomes spiritual energy and vanishes in the air. Qian Tian is stunned by the black leaves. His blade shattered quickly. He knows it's not the time to be shocked. As the leaves fly toward him, he unleashes his energy to create a defensive barrier. The leaves slam into the barrier, creating dull thuds. Qian Tian stares intently at Lin Yan. Why follow this kid? Join me. I can give you what you need. Lin Yan laughs. Qian Qianxue wouldn't fall for that. He's only working with Lin Yan because of his ancient god soul of life and death. Storming waves of sand. Qian Qianxue unleashes powerful spirit energy into the air, becoming waves of sand crashing toward Qian Tian. Qian Tian's face changes, sensing the power. He summons his soul. Qian Tian's soul is a massive golden rock. It feels incredibly hard. The sand crashes into his soul, creating a deafening roar. Qian Tian spits blood. His face turns pale. Qian Tian glares at Lin Yan, wipes blood from his mouth, then retrieves his soul. He runs away. He looks utterly defeated. Lin Yan is shocked. Chase him. Kill him. Qian Qianxue refuses coldly. I'm letting him go. Lin Yan is confused. Why let him escape? It is Qian Qianxue's plan. A threat forces growth. He will push Lin Yan to get stronger. Or Qian Qianxue wouldn't use a 2-star martial king. He could easily destroy Qian Tian. Lin Yan sighs. This woman has too many plans. What if he comes back soon? Qian Qianxue knows he needs time to recover and break through to a 2-star martial king. Then he'll seek revenge. That will take at least a month. This gives Lin Yan enough time to return to Qingyang City. The streets of Blood City buzz with news of Lin Yan's death at Lin Yan's hands. News spread like wildfire. Two groups sit in a tower, Luan of Ziyu Palace and Li Xian of Guangdao Sect. Li Xian sighs. Will Lin Yan escape? Luan says, it's hard to say, with Qian Tian chasing him. Li Xian says Qian Tian is a top powerhouse. They want Lin Yan to escape, but reality is hard. A loud whooshing sound breaks the silence. Luan and Li Xian rush to the balcony, followed by others. Everyone looks to the sky. Qian Tian flies past, covered in wounds, utterly defeated. They are stunned. They can't believe it. Lin Yan won. Li Xian says he'll go back to Guangdao Sect. Luan says they will go to Ziyu Palace too. They know the result now. There's no reason to stay. Lin Yan sits in the mountains, using his life and death force to gather spiritual energy around him. 2 days have passed since Qian Tian left. With the help of spirit and soul power, Lin Yan's aura rises again. A powerful force explodes from him. Lin Yan opens his eyes, smiling. He is now a 5-star martial master. Now it's ineffective to use the secret technique. Lin Yan understands that the secret technique is an outside force. He should reach a 5-star martial master through his own hard work. He stands up and glances at Blood City, then at Qingyang City. He takes to the sky, flying low. The chaotic area is far from Qingyang City. It takes Lin Yan a month to get back. He hides his face with a black robe so no one can recognize him. He goes to the Lin family manor. The manor is empty. He already heard from Zhang Rui and Ho Wanyao. Seeing it in person, still it's a painful thing. After a moment, Lin Yan leaves. He goes to the city lord's mansion. He arrives, looking at the guards. He walks over. Lin Yan lifts his head and says, Lin Yan, I want to see City Lord Su. The guard's eyes widen. He cannot believe Lin Yan is here. Su Tian is equally shocked to see Lin Yan. Lin Yan smiles, City Lord Su, it's been a while. Su Tian says. Your family was taken away by the disciples of Qian Academy and Yuanyang sect, and I thought you were also in trouble. Luckily you are alright. Lin Yan asks for Lin Xue's whereabouts. Su Tian says in distress, a mysterious woman took your sister Xue and my daughter Su Han. Lin Yan returns to Qingyang City, but learns from City Lord Su that Lin Xue and Su Han were taken away by a mysterious woman. The woman is so powerful that Su Tian thinks she could destroy them with a thought. The woman said that she took Lin Xue and Su Han because of their talents. She wants to take them to train them. Otherwise, staying in Qingyang City they cannot grow much. Qian Qianxue tells Lin Yan that the stronger the opponent, the more likely they are sincere. Why bother with such a roundabout method to harm them? Lin Yan agrees, and asks, did she say where she's taking my sister and Su Han? Su Tian shakes his head. She just took them and left. I saw a fire phoenix-like symbol on her clothes. Does that mean anything? Qian Qianxue says it is Zhu Quebec. Search for anything related to Zhu K when you see the outside world. That is probably where your sister was taken. Lin Yan is stunned. Zhu K is on par with the Azure Dragon. There are no such things in the Great Wind Dynasty. He has to leave the Great Wind Dynasty to understand. Lin Yan says to Su Tian, don't worry, we Lin family have always had a good relationship with the City Lord's manor. I am friends with Su Kai, and if I see him, I will tell him. Su Tian is grateful. Lin Yan turns and walks out of City Lord's mansion, puts his hood back on. The scene shifts to the Alchemist Guild. The Alchemist Guild is packed. The president, Li Hangshan, announces some news. The Alchemist Tower is holding a competition for young alchemists. The winner will be accepted into the Alchemist Tower, and their guild will be rewarded. The winner will become famous. A commotion erupts. Excitement fills the air. Everyone is eager, but Li Hangshan reveals the conditions. 2 conditions. Under, and at least a level 3 alchemist. Only a few people in their entire guild meet the criteria. Lu Xian looks to Li Hangshan and says, Father, I want to join this competition. Li Hangshan smiles and says, good, Xianer, you go with Xiaofeng. Yunfeng is a level 3 alchemist. Yunfeng says, I can refine a level 3 pill easily. I just haven't been showing my power. If the president doesn't believe me, I can do it now. Li Hangshan nods and says, then show us your spiritual power as an alchemist. Yunfeng nods, and unleashes his spiritual energy. Li Hangshan was about to confirm the participants, but a voice interrupts. President. Wait. There's still me. Lin Yan lowers his hood, revealing his familiar face. Lu Xian is in disbelief. She can't believe that Lin Yan is here again. Lin Yan looks at Lu Xian and smiles. Xianer, you're back. Lu Xian leaps from her seat and gives Lin Yan a big hug. I thought they caught you. Her sudden embrace surprises Lin Yan. She did it in front of everyone, with Li Hangshan watching. Lin Yan quickly recovered. I'm fine. Don't worry. Can you let go? Lu Xian lets go of Lin Yan, her face turning red. She is embarrassed for being impulsive. Li Hangshan gently coughs. Xianer, go back to your seat. Lu Xian nods, and quickly goes back to her seat. Yunfeng is furious, having pursued Lu Xian for so long to no avail. Seeing Lu Xian embrace Lin Yan, he is filled with hate. Lin Yan. You came back. Did the Qian Academy and Yuanyang sect let you go? Lin Yan glances at Yunfeng. They came, but I killed them. As if talking about something simple, a wave of shock washes over the crowd. They stare at Lin Yan in disbelief. Yunfeng is shocked. But he quickly recovers. I'm sure you hid somewhere to avoid being caught. Lu Xian says, Yunfeng, Lin Yan is a member of the Alchemist Guild. Mind your words. Lin Yan says to Lu Xian, don't bother with him. He'll learn the truth soon. He looks at Yunfeng. You see the Qian Academy and Yuanyang sect is impossible. Your vision is so small. Since you're so arrogant, let me see your skills. Yunfeng is burning with anger. He charges toward Lin Yan. Li Hangshan is stunned. He didn't expect Yunfeng to attack so suddenly. Lin Yan faces Yunfeng's attack, unfazed. He says, your weak power is an embarrassment. With a wave of his hand, a powerful gust of wind erupts. Yunfeng is sent flying. He spits blood, crashes into a pillar, and collapses to the ground. You dare to attack Yunfeng. Yun Chen bursts out. His 2-star martial master aura explodes. With a roar, his spirit energy forms a hand, and attacks Lin Yan. Li Hangshan's face changes. Yun Chen, stop. Lu Xian is worried, but Yun Chen has only one thing in mind, to kill Lin Yan. Lin Yan's face is cold. He says, I was going to teach your family a lesson, but it seems you are all too arrogant. Lin Yan's gaze shifts, a powerful aura explodes from his body. The aura destroys Yun Chen's attack. Lin Yan's finger hits Yun Chen's chest. The bones in his body break. He is sent flying. Li Hangshan is shocked. He is now a 5-star martial master. He is more powerful than City Lord Su. Yunfeng is on the ground, shocked. He cannot believe Lin Yan's cultivation level. Lin Yan says, since your contestant is injured, how about Xianer and I participate? He looks at Li Hangshan, unleashing his soul power. He is also a level 3 alchemist. Li Hangshan nods in shock. We thank the presidents. We will rest today and head to Huang City tomorrow. The moon shines brightly. Lin Yan worries. The seal will break in 5 years. Lin Shui will be in danger. Qian Qianxue says that the one who took her was strong, so they probably have a way to suppress it. Lin Shui being taken away is beyond his power. He never thought a strong person would take her during his absence. If he knew, he wouldn't have gone to the chaotic area. A soft sound comes from outside. Lin Yan looks up. Lu Xian stands at the door in a white dress. She looks stunning in the moonlight. Lu Xian sits across from Lin Yan. Did news of you killing the Qian Academy and Yuan Yang sect disciples reach them? It definitely did. But it doesn't matter. News will spread. Lu Xian is in a daze. She can't call Lin Yan little brother anymore. He is a true man now. Lu Xian shifts the topic, telling Lin Yan that the Firebird symbol is the emblem of the Zhuke Academy. Lin Shui must have been taken there. Lin Yan repeats Zhuke Academy. It's the first time he has heard it. He has no idea of the name. Lu Xian explains that the continent is divided into 5 regions. East, West, South, North, and Central. Each region is vast. The Great Wind Dynasty is in the east, and it is a weak kingdom compared to the others in the east. There are many forces. Among them, there are 4 major academies, 2 alliances, and 1 domain. The Azure Dragon Academy, White Tiger Academy, Zhuke Academy, Xuanwu Academy, the Pill Alliance, the Talisman Alliance, and the Spirit Domain. Lin Yan is shocked by the scale of the world. He had no idea it was so big. Lin Yan asks if the Pill Alliance and Talisman Alliance are similar to the Pill Tower and Talisman Tower. Lu Xian nods. The Pill Alliance is far stronger than the Pill Tower. The Alchemist Guild is a branch of the Pill Tower, while the Pill Tower is a branch of the Pill Alliance. What about the Spirit Domain? She says that the disciples of this domain have at least 1 spirit beast, making it easier to learn. 1 is equal to 2. Lin Yan's eyes darken. These forces are far from his current level, but he has to get closer for his sister. Lu Xian says, what about your father? Lin Yan says, if Qian Academy and Yuan Yang sect want me dead, I will fulfill their wish. Lu Xian grabs Lin Yan's hand. Don't rush. If you're caught, no one can save them. Lin Yan looks at Lu Xian, don't worry. I know what to do. Lu Xian nods, her heart beats faster. A month later, they arrive at Tiandu City. Here, they can take a flying beast to Huang City. It will take another month. Tiandu City is crowded. To enter the city they need to pay a fee. Lin Yan and Lu Xian pay the spirit pills. But he finds it strange. The guards at the city entrance are in 3 groups, wearing different clothes, and they aren't on friendly terms. They don't take the spirit pills. They put them into a container in the center of the entrance. They reach the central plaza, where 5 huge beasts are waiting. Each flight costs spirit pills. Lin Yan asks about departure. A woman in red says, we need 50 people, but you are lucky, the group is almost full. Rest and wait. As they go to the waiting area, many eyes look at them, especially Lu Xian. Her beauty attracts their attention, and many people are drawn to her mature charm. Lu Xian feels uncomfortable, and leans closer to Lin Yan. A man comes over, are you going to Huang City? Lin Yan coldly replies, do they go anywhere else? The man is angry and glares at Lin Yan, I wasn't talking to you. You better shut up and stay out of it. Lin Yan looks at him, who are you to tell me what to do? Lin Yan's aura explodes. He attacks the man with a powerful palm strike. Everyone is shocked. They didn't expect Lin Yan to attack. They are even more surprised to sense he is a 5-star martial master. 2 people step forward. One in military garb, with a cold face. The other in blue robes, with 4 pill badges. A level 4 alchemist. The alchemist sees the man on the ground. Lu Yu. The man says, he dared to attack me. He is so disrespectful, he beat me. Hearing the name Duan Jun, people realize something. The man, named Duan Jun, ignores the crowd and glares at Lin Yan. Why did you hurt Lu Yu? Explain yourself. Lin Yan looks at Duan Jun. Because he deserved it. Duan Jun is enraged. A man named Zhao Yunfei says, fighting is not allowed. If you want to take a beast, you must follow the rules. Lin Yan says to Zhao Yunfei, are you saying you'll ignore it when someone provokes us? Zhao Yunfei frowns and asks Lu Yu, I just thought that girl looked beautiful, so I wanted to go talk to her, but he got angry. People start gossiping even more after Lu Yu's explanation. Duan Jun is embarrassed. He knows Lu Yu was wrong, but he has to act to protect his pride. He unleashes his soul power. He is indeed a level 4 alchemist. Zhao Yunfei knows that Duan Jun is from Songhai. This won't end easily. Lu Xian feels the overwhelming power and warns Lin Yan. Lin Yan's aura explodes. He summons the Black Dragon Spear. Everyone is surprised by the spear. A kid has such a treasure. Lin Yan wields the spear, creating a blinding flash of light. Duan Jun's killing intent rises. He unleashes his soul power to attack Lin Yan. The spear and the soul power collide. A loud explosion echoes. Duan Jun is shocked. This kid is strong. That was just a test. Now I will show you our difference. Duan Jun's soul power explodes again, ready to attack again. A voice interrupts. Wait. Zhao Yunfei stops Duan Jun and looks at Lin Yan. I heard him call you Lin Yan. Lin Yan nods. Duan Jun is shocked to hear Lin Yan's name. Lin Yan from Qingyang City. The person that his sect is looking for. Zhao Yunfei's eyes flash. He looks at Duan Jun. Duan, let this matter go. Otherwise, I will have to go against you. Duan Jun's face is ugly. He doesn't want to anger the sect, he will endure it. Duan Jun takes a deep breath. He glares at Lin Yan. I'm letting it go because of Zhao. Be lucky. I won't be so lenient next time. Lin Yan doesn't care. He looks at Zhao Yunfei. Have we met before? Zhao Yunfei nods. If you have time, let's talk over there. Lin Yan agrees. They follow Zhao Yunfei to a tower near the plaza. They enter a room. Lin Yan knows there is no danger. He checked the area. Zhao Yunfei suddenly bows to Lin Yan. I was rude. Please forgive me. Lin Yan and Lu Xian are confused by Zhao Yunfei's sudden change. Lin Yan doesn't understand why Zhao Yunfei is so apologetic. Zhao Yunfei explains. Princess Yili told me to treat you well if I saw you here. I didn't recognize you. I only realized who you were when this lady called your name. Zhao Yunfei bows again. Princess Yili wants me to take you to Huang City. When would you like to depart? Lu Xian is shocked that Lin Yan knows Yili. Lin Yan shakes his head. We will go ourselves. You don't need to worry about Yili. Zhao Yunfei stops insisting and prepares the flying beast. Zhao Yunfei brings Lin Yan and Lu Xian out to the plaza. To take them to Huang City, Zhao Yunfei uses a separate flying beast for Lin Yan and Lu Xian. People are curious about Lin Yan's identity. The flying beast flaps its wings and takes off into the sky. Lin Yan looks at the scenery below. It's faster than my top speed. This is a well-trained beast. Lu Xian smiles, also looking at the scenery. She asks, Lin Yan, when did you meet the princess? Lin Yan replies, I met Yili in the chaotic area. She helped me, so I want to thank her when I go to Huang City. Lu Xian's eyes darken, then she changes the topic. It will take a month to get to Huang City. I'll practice alchemy. I may improve my skills before we arrive. After Lu Xian leaves, Qian Qianxue says, you really don't know how to please women. Lin Yan does not understand what Qian Qianxue is talking about. Qian Qianxue is too lazy to explain, telling him to train. Lin Yan summons the divine thunder cauldron. It lands on the floor with a loud crash. A month passes quickly. Lin Yan and Lu Xian stayed in the room the entire time, practicing alchemy. Lin Yan is about to become a level 4 alchemist. A smooth pill is formed in the divine thunder cauldron. A muffled sound comes from Lin Yan's body. His soul power explodes. Qian Qianxue uses his power to contain it, so it doesn't damage the room. Level 4 alchemist soul power is strong. Lin Yan smiles. The beast controller tells him they are almost at Huang City. Lin Yan and Lu Xian look out of the window. They see a huge city in the distance. The flying beast flies at lightning speed toward Huang City. It lands outside of the city gate. Flying beasts cannot enter Huang City. Lin Yan nods. The rules are strict. Lin Yan and Lu Xian enter the city gate. It is filled with bustling sounds. Lu Xian asks, should we register or see Princess Yili first? Register first. The competition is in 10 days. We shouldn't miss it. Lu Xian nods. They walk toward the pill tower. It is magnificent. The tower itself is very striking. After looking around, they walk into the pill tower. The air is filled with a rich herbal aroma. Lin Yan looks around and says, Xianer, the registration is over there. A man asks, are you from an alchemist guild or registering on your own? Lu Xian says, we are from the Qingyang City Alchemist Guild. She shows a copper badge. Lin Yan notices the man has 4 pill badges. This ordinary man is a level 4 alchemist. The man takes the badge and says, register your names. Then you need to take a test. Lin Yan frowns, a test. Yes, to prevent unqualified people from wasting everyone's time. Lin Yan and Lu Xian go to the testing area. Lin Yan sees that those participating in the competition from other guilds look worried. Lu Xian says their copper badge is a disadvantage. Only with a silver or gold badge will they have more confidence. Lin Yan chuckles, we should make Qingyang City famous. The waiting hall is packed. Duan Jun appears. He mocks Lin Yan. You're here for the test. Maybe you'll be eliminated. Goodbye in advance. Lin Yan doesn't care about Duan Jun and ignores him. The test begins. An old man says, use the herbs to refine a spirit pill. You have 3 tries. The people start working. Lin Yan also starts refining the pill. He doesn't want to waste time. He uses his soul power to envelop all the ingredients, and throw them into the cauldron. The old man shakes his head, obviously disliking Lin Yan's action. Duan Jun sneers at Lin Yan. The old man is shocked. Lin Yan summons the Nihility Black Flame. Seeing the black flame, the old man shivers. He recognizes it as the top-ranked Nihility Black Flame. Lin Yan stares at the flame, and then puts the Nihility Black Flame into the cauldron. He starts refining the pill. Lin Yan uses his soul power to mix the ingredients in the cauldron, then he uses the Nihility Black Flame for refining. The process takes 5 minutes. A soft humming sound comes from the cauldron. A round golden pill is formed. The old man takes the spirit pill. It is of the highest quality. He is shocked again. You're Lin Yan. Lin Yan nods. Don't miss the competition in 10 days. I will. Lu Xian follows after Lin Yan. She is surprised to see Lin Yan had already finished. Lin Yan says, Xianer, you're done too. She shakes her head. She is aware that she is now weaker than Lin Yan. She recalls when they met. Lin Yan was far weaker than her. Now, they have switched places. Time has passed too quickly. They go back to their room. Lin Yan is a little worried. It's been so long, but Shun Tian has made no move. Qian Qianxue says, he did. I sensed his aura in the north of Huang City. He is a 2-star martial king, but he hasn't revealed himself. Lin Yan's eyes narrow. That is where the Qian Academy is. He must be waiting for him there. One night passed quickly. As dawn broke, Lin Yan stopped cultivating and left his room. Sister Xian, I'm going to see Princess Yili, want to come? She shook her head slightly, not really wanting to meet Yili due to her high status. Lin Yan didn't force her. He went to the palace alone, awed by its grandeur, especially the powerful auras within. Truly the strongest force of the Great Feng dynasty, he mused, their strength lives up to their name. Lin Yan approached the gate. Guards stopped him. Who goes there? I am Lin Yan, here to see Princess Yili. Please announce me. Hearing his name, the guard exclaimed, so, you're young Master Lin. Princess Yili instructed us to bring you to her. The guard gestured, this way, please. Guided by the guard, Lin Yan entered the vast palace, much larger than the Dan or Zhang towers, befitting the top power. Of course he thought. Princess Yili should be at the training grounds, the guard explained. She's with young Master Yuan. Young Master Yuan? Lin Yan asked. He's the son of General Yuan, a great contributor to the royal family, the guard said. He has a challenge with Princess Yili today. Lin Yan smiled. The guard whispered, actually, Princess Yili didn't want the duel. Young Master Yuan has been pursuing her, but she doesn't like him. He refuses to give up, so, she agreed to a duel. If he wins, he can still visit. If he loses, he's banned for 3 years, staying in his general's mansion. Lin Yan chuckled, pitying the unseen young Master Yuan, up against Yili, wielder of an ancient god soul. On the training platform, 2 figures clashed, their powerful auras rippling outward. Lin Yan sat down in the spectator area. Seeing Yili, Lin Yan was stunned by her beauty. He hadn't seen her face unveiled before. Her beauty was unforgettable, even surpassing Qian Qianxue's. Lost in thought, Lin Yan was asked by the guard. Lin Yan snapped back just looking. That young Master Yuan has a cultivation of 8-star Great Martial Master. Impressive. He's 3 years older, the guard replied. When Princess Yili is his age, she'll be at least a 5th or even 6th-star Great Martial Master. Lin Yan nodded, noticing the guard's admiration for Yili. Yili looked at Yuan Chu calmly. If you withstand this attack, you win. Yili unleashed her aura. A dark blade formed in the air, radiating ancient killing intent. The crowd's expressions changed. The training ground's energy barrier strained. The dark blade's power was immense. Yuan Chu summoned a bronze seal, pouring energy into it. The seal expanded into a meter-tall form. The dark blade collided, creating a deafening explosion. The blade was cracked by the bronze seal. People gasped seeing cracks appear on the dark blade. The blade shattered into spiritual light. Yuan Chu laughed, sending the seal towards Yili. A Princess Yili, I may win this. The crowd shook their heads, pitying Yili's impending defeat. Lin Yan watched closely. Wait, she hasn't lost yet. As expected, Yili smiled. Yuan Chu, perhaps you celebrated too early. Yili unleashed her god soul. A crimson zither appeared with a clear, ringing sound. Lin Yan was shocked. Her god soul is a zither. Qian Qianxue exclaimed, it's a golden house zither. Lin Yan was surprised. It's an ancient god soul, like the Life and Death Coffin. Lin Yan wondered which was stronger. They can't really be compared. It depends on the user. Lin Yan's Life and Death Coffin is still weak. Lin Yan chuckled. Yili glanced at the zither. She moved her fingers on its strings. Sharp, piercing notes rang out. 3 energy blades were released, tearing through the space. They crashed into the bronze seal with 3 explosive sounds. The seal's energy dissipated, shrinking. Yili attacked again, relentless. Yuan Chu, sweating, cried out, Yili, I surrender. Yili smiled, her fingers on the strings. You must honor our agreement. The duel was over. Hopefully Yuan Chu would keep his word. Yuan Chu, embarrassed, nodded. He couldn't break his promise. The crowd erupted in cheers for Yili. Lin Yan stepped forward. Princess Yili, that duel was magnificent. Yili smiled. I knew you'd come. She invited him to a more private place. They left, leaving the crowd stunned. Who was he to be so close to the princess? Lin Yan and Yili ignored the whispers, arriving at a luxurious pavilion. Yili served Lin Yan the finest tea. Lin Yan noted the tea's rich spiritual energy. Lin Yan, Yili asked. Do you know this tea's name? I don't, Lin Yan admitted. But it's incredibly potent. It's called Celestial Origin Tea, Yili said. It only matures once a century. Lin Yan was amazed. Some people don't even live a century. Yet this takes that long to mature. Yili asked Lin Yan to taste the tea. Curious, Lin Yan drank. The spiritual energy burst within him like a raging flood. The tea's potency was on another level compared to the feeling before. Yili smiled. How is it? Lin Yan took a deep breath. It's truly a treasure. The energy is incredible. It can only be used once a year, Yili explained. It helped me advance from 9-star martial master to 1-star great martial master. Lin Yan noted she was now a 7-star great martial master, about to reach 8. Lin Yan set down the cup. Princess Yili, I'm confused. You've helped me with the god artifact and Zhang Tian, and now this tea. Why? Yili smiled. What if I said I saw your potential and wanted to recruit you? Lin Yan was surprised. Recruit me. To the royal family. Not to the family, but to join me in the Myriad Kingdom War. Lin Yan frowned. Had never heard of that. Yili was surprised. You don't know the Myriad Kingdom War. Do you know our Great Feng dynasty is part of the Eastern Woods region? Lin Yan nodded, recalling what Lu Xian had mentioned. The Eastern Woods region has 4 academies, 2 alliances, and 1 sect. They rule here, she said. Every 5 years, they hold